Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your December 2018 general tarot reading. We might try and get a love reading out there somewhere along the line. You do have your year ahead coming up very shortly, so I'm going to be preparing those very soon. Had a lot of new decks of cards lately that I've bought. Had some for my birthday and some that I've bought lately. This is one that arrived Sunday, blessed be, they're beautiful. Just lovely cards, and what I really want to do with this channel is try and, I've always tried to motivate and, amidst being honest, because I just think that the best thing that a tarot reader can be is to be honest. I don't like to lie on a tarot, and I certainly don't like turning things around, when really the way that I look at tarot is you should always be honest with what you see. So if you're seeing something not great, be honest, whether it's on a personal reading or whether it's on a general reading, okay? But these are beautiful, and what I want to do on this channel is, even in the midst of maybe something that doesn't look so good, is to turn it around and see how we can, turn it to our advantage. These are the Blessed Bee cards by Lucy Cavendish. We're using the Everyday Enchanted Tarot for your main reading, my favourite one, Poppy Palin. But we're using these as your advice cards, your Blessed Bee, and they're just the blessings that will be bestowed on you during the month. This is also another lovely advice card, the Oracle of Shadow and Light, which is again a Lucy Cavendish. I didn't know much about this author, this writer, but she's an amazing tarotist. She creates some beautiful cards. And we might also use The Answer is Simple by, I think it's her name is Sonia or something like that. I can't pronounce the last name, Croquette or something, Choquette or something like that. But they're beautiful cards. We might use those. Definitely going to use those for your advice, and we'll see if timing allows if we can use the other ones for advice. So let's have a look, Sagittarius, what's coming up for you in the month of December 2018. And happy birthday, guys, because I know that you're currently in your birthday month at the moment. So Universe Spirit, show me for Sagittarius. Show me Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of December 2018. What's coming in for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of December 2018? Show me. Okay, let's have a look. So we have, we've got to split the deck actually. Let's have a look. So 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So we split the deck into 3, and we're going to just lay down the cards now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And I always like to go to the who you are, so the you now position. Who are you guys in December 2018? Wow, the Chariot, lovely. You're definitely taking control of a lot of stuff within your life with the Chariot energy. You do have energies that you're dealing with at the moment, I think, Sagittarius, whereby you're being kind of pushed from one side to the other. But the thing with the Chariot is it's all about the determination to put yourself on the straight and narrow. That's the thing with the Chariot. You can see that this person here is kind of swerving around on his skateboard, okay? So you are really kind of navigating the different forces of life. Some of you guys, you've got some good stuff going on. Some of you guys don't have so much good stuff going on. Some of you guys have to try and mediate between, work, family, that type of thing. And some of you guys are very, your families are very important to you, and you are trying to create a nurturing, loving environment, because the Chariot is Cancer and it's representative of the family and the home, and it's all to do with nurturing. So some of you guys, you're making a lot of sacrifices at the moment, and you're just trying to navigate the different areas of your life so you can bring everything into order. So I do feel that with the Chariot, you're very much in control, and you're very much taking control of the different and the opposing forces going on within your life. The reason that everything is happening for some of you guys is because of the Two of Cups. So it's probably to do with a relationship for some of you guys, because the Two of Cups, it's not always to do with love, but it is certainly to do with relationships that are very important to you. This might be something that's romantic though. It's the Two of Cups. And some of you guys with the Chariot energy, I feel some people explain the Chariot as holding back. I don't. In the reverse, for me, it's holding back. In the upright, it's all about trying to take control of something that is probably out of control when you get the Chariot. I want to see what's going on about this Two of Cups. So why is the Two of Cups the root issue? What's going on with this relationship for Sagittarians in this Two of Cups in one card? Okay, that just came out. Okay, right, you do have the Five of Swords energy. So you've got some minor conflicts happening within a relationship here. Okay, for some of you guys, the Five of Swords in a relationship often deals with, you know, mind games. It deals with one partner trying to get the upper hand. It deals with partnerships that are going through difficulty in terms of communication. It deals with petty arguments. It deals with feeling at a loss or feeling self-doubt in terms of relationships. So I do feel that some of you guys are going through maybe some minor discrepancies in a relationship here, some minor conflicts, minor arguments in a relationship here with the Five of Swords energy. Sometimes this can be jealousy in a relationship as well with that Five of Swords, and sometimes it can be cheating within a relationship. But whatever the case is for some of you guys, you're going through some minor conflicts. Could be minor, could be major. It's a minor card. Use the Five of Swords shows some, let's just call it some conflicts. You're going through some conflicts within a relationship, and there you guys are trying to smooth things out, trying to take control of this, because in the recent past for some of you guys, well, there has been worry with the Nine of Swords. I'm going to see what that worry is about. What's this Nine of Swords about? Why is there been worry in the Nine of Swords with too many cards with the Nine of Swords? Why has there been worry? Why has there been worry for Sagittarius in the recent past concerning these conflicts within a relationship? Well, you're afraid probably of somebody who's retreating here with the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is all about somebody who's retreating. Maybe you're afraid of somebody who's losing interest because perhaps Sagittarius, but that's you there as well with the Knight of Wands. So maybe you're worried here because maybe you want to retreat and do your own thing with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is you, the Sagittarius, but this is all about them retreating from you. So actually I think that the worry is about them retreating from you. Maybe you want to push something along in a relationship, because the Knight of Wands would always want to push something along. He'd want to move something along very, very fast. And I do feel that because you're the Knight of Wands, you're Sagittarius, you are the sign of freedom and exploration and experimentation. Often I read Sagittarians as. So I certainly feel that you're worried here because you see somebody who seems to be quite removed from you, the Knight of Wands, but more than anything you show up as being the Knight of Wands because somebody, they either want to slow this down or slow you down, for example, because this is a slow card and this is fast. So maybe they want to slow you down, or maybe this person's not ready. Maybe they're retreating a little bit from what you want, because you want to push things fast, you being the Knight of Wands here. But the person next door to you wants to slow things down, or they're a little bit isolated, or they're removed a little bit from the energy of you as the Knight of Wands energy. And I think that this has caused you some worry here. And what's influencing you this month, Sagittarius, is the Emperor energy. What you want to do is you want to build stuff. You want to build a stable environment. And the only reason that you're pushing probably for this situation within this relationship, and there's conflict within this relationship, is because you want to create some boundaries. You want to create something healthy, something stable, something secure with the Emperor energy in a relationship. And also your challenge is getting those boundaries. So if your challenge is getting the Emperor energy and you're finding that somebody wants to retreat from you trying to move things and push things along in a relationship, Sagittarius, it might be your challenge is getting them to say yes. Remember, the Emperor is shaking the hand. So it might be that your challenge is either this person's too stuck in their ways. Emperors represent people who are stuck in their ways. So I'm reading the person that you're probably having issues with as being the Five of Swords. Okay, Four of Swords. I think the person could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but it's somebody who seems to be a little bit lazy to push things along with you. This person seems to be retreating from it. They're trying to avoid it in a way with this Four of Swords energy on your Knight of Wands. And your challenge is getting them to agree, getting them to, it might be that your challenge is getting this person to mature a little bit in the relationship, because the Emperor represents a mature individual. So your challenge might be getting them to mature, getting them to man up or woman up around the relationship a little bit with the Emperor. It might be that your challenge is getting some healthy boundaries set on the relationship here, i.e. when do we see each other? When are we going to do this? When are we going to do that? When are we going to start planning to get married or planning to move in together, or that type of thing with the Emperor energy? Also, the Emperor means somebody who's set in their ways. So your challenge might be that this person who seems to be retreating a little bit from you moving forward with plans might be somebody who's very set in their ways. They don't want to do what you want to do at the moment. And as a result of that, the energy around you for the month is going to be the Queen of Cups. So this is nice. So the energy around you with the Queen of Cups, the energy is all about the focus. And I think that more than anything, the focus, because of this areas here, Sagittarius, is going to be about just getting everything on the table. Because the Queen of Cups is opening up. She's got a cup open. She wants to have a chat. She wants to have a talk. She wants to clear the air. So really the focus for you guys is sitting down with your partner and saying, look, this is what we need to do. This is what I want. Let's get everything open and out on the table. For some of you guys, the focus will be acceptance, because the Queen of Cups also, remember, is a card that talks about somebody who is empathic and somebody who's understanding. So for some of you guys, the focus for the month, or the energy for the month, is about you guys needing to understand perhaps where the partner comes from. Healing as well. So the focus could also be, as we talked about before, getting everything out in the open, talking about everything, trying to remedy the situation. Queen of Cups is all about healing situations. So the energy and the focus for the month might be on trying to remedy and heal this situation with the Queen of Cups energy. The most likely outcome for the month of December for some of you Saggies will be, well, it's nice, the Page of Cups energy is showing up here. And I feel that the Page of Cups energy is, the most likely outcome will be, is that there will be still a sense of loyalty in the situation. I think that there is still love here with this Page of Cups energy, because the Page of Cups is a child, but the Page of Cups is also about developing creativity, developing our emotional feelings. The Page of Cups is also about learning about how we feel. The Page of Cups is also about gifts and good news and a good conversation and good news. So more than likely, I feel that, you know, whether this is about healing, remedying the situation with the Page of Cups, Queen of Cups energy showing up here, or whether this is about sitting down and trying to understand each other, because it's about putting putting your feet into the other person's shoes and vice versa. I feel that you will come to a really good outcome. More than likely, you're going to find that this is going to be resolved with the Page of Cups energy. You'll find that there's going to be some modicum of healing here in this relationship. Coming in, what you guys will experience, though, is the Seven of Wands. Which is, more than likely based on this energy, because remember, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So this is more than likely what will happen with the Page of Cups energy. It's not reversed. It's not talking about anybody who's shutting themselves off or isolating themselves off. The Page of Cups is upright and love is still there. It's still open. There is still a remedy here. This is a healing. Cups are healing cards. Okay. However, coming from this where you are worried because you want to fasten the pace in a relationship and somebody's retreating from doing that. Somebody doesn't want to do what you want to do here, Sagittarius. Hence the conflict within the relationship and you trying to kind of control and navigate that, because you're having problems with the Emperor. You're having problems with somebody who's stuck in their ways. You're having problems with trying to place some firm boundaries and rules down on the relationship. You're having problems with trying to get somebody to woman up or man up in the relationship. As a result of this energy, in the immediate future, more than likely, the immediate future is saying with the Seven of Wands energy, there's a little bit of conflict here. You are facing a challenge here because this is your sign. Sagittarius is the Wands. So I feel that you are still facing a challenge here. Let's have a look at what that challenge is. What is this challenge here? What is this challenge here in one card? Well, the Empress. You're facing a challenge in terms of trying to nurture this relationship and trying to still build it. Because that's what the Empress is. The Empress is all about nurturing. The Empress is all about growth. The Empress is all about love. The Empress is all about expansion. Remember, it's a number 3 card. It's a 3 major arcana. And Empresses, because their pregnancy card, they talk about expansion. So I feel that you face challenges. You could face challenge with a mother figure, for example, an Empress. Especially if this person you're involved in already has somebody else. You might be facing problems maybe with their other half. If that's not the case, you're certainly facing problems with expanding stuff. Because remember, you're focused on healing this situation here. Your worries are that you want to expand this relationship. You want to move it forward with the Knight of Wands energy. You want action. You want to take action, direct action in terms of this relationship. Whether that's moving in together, whether that's buying a house together, whether that's having children in the future. And somebody's not so certain, or they're kind of like avoiding doing that a little bit with the Four of Swords energy showing here. You want those boundaries to be set in your challenge position, and therefore the energy around you is, well, let's try and heal this by talking about it, by trying to cleanse the energy. But I feel that you still face some challenges in getting this person to work with you with the Empress energy, in expanding on this with the Empress energy. And influences coming in around that are the Four of Coins. You've got somebody who's very much held back. You might be dealing with an air sign or an earth sign individual. Four of Coins means somebody who holds back, somebody who's stuck in their ways again, like the Emperor. Emperor rules the number 4s. So, you know, you've still got somebody who's stuck in their ways with the Four of Coins, and this person doesn't want to do it. This person, influence is coming around this, is that this person is held back from expanding forward. Remember, if you get an Empress and an Emperor, they're not always people. Sometimes this woman wants to expand, but this person wants to put boundaries on expansion. So Emperor is putting boundaries. This is expansion. So if you wanted to expand on a relationship, this person might want to put boundaries on that expansion, i.e. I don't want to get married. Let's just keep things the way that they are. And you've got another number 4 here. So, you know, even though this is the lesser of the 4 of the Emperor energy, it's still suggesting somebody's putting boundaries on this expansion showing here. So there's definitely somebody around you who says, you know, you want to expand and you're facing those challenges with the 7 of Wands energy against expansion of this relationship. Because influences around that or outside of the situation is somebody's very set in their ways with that 4 of coins. Somebody wants to keep things the way that they are. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, dropping cards all over the place. Somebody wants to keep things the way that they are, Sagittarius. All right, with that 4 of coins energy. Somebody is unwilling to come outside of their comfort zone, okay, within this relationship with that 4 of coins energy. All right. Let's just see if there's another card on that. I want to see why they're doing that. Why is this person doing this? Okay. Because they're a Queen of Coins. Okay, so I think because with the Queen of Coins energy, so you can read Queen of Coins a couple of ways. Usually in the reverse, she thinks a lot about herself and she doesn't want to share. I would have imagined that would have come up as a Queen of Coins in the reverse. But nevertheless, it might be something to do with their career, with the Queen of Coins energy. It's either because of another individual. Queen of Coins could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo female or male. Potentially I read Queens and Kings male or female. So it could potentially be because there's somebody else with that Queen of Coins energy. Is there somebody else that they're in love with the Lover's energy showing here? Have they given their heart to somebody else? Do you have problems with a female figure? Do you have problems? Is this person married? The Emperor? Is your challenge the person's married? Emperors also mean married people. And Empresses are married. These two are married in the tarot. So another way we could look at this and say your challenge is the Emperor. Maybe the person who's holding back from moving things forward is because they're married with the Emperor energy showing here. And maybe you face challenges because their other half is the Empress. And maybe, just maybe, influences coming in is that this person with the 4 of coins, it might be influences outside of this. This person hasn't truly let go of a person here, a Queen of Coins. Another sign, another person here who they're still very much in love with. So for some of you guys, it might be that you've got somebody who's not willing to progress a relationship forward with you. Maybe they're still in love with somebody else, for example. If that's not the case, somebody isn't wanting to expand a relationship with you here, potentially. You're facing challenges in expanding on this relationship, okay? And influences coming in around that, while this person's holding back. They're holding off a little bit with the 4 of coins, okay? Maybe they're in love with their career, for example. Hopes or fears? Well, the hope is the 3 of coins, to build the relationship, to expand it, to move in together, to get married, to evolve the relationship with the 3 of coins, to work in a partnership with your partner. The overall outcome will be the Ace of Wands. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is all about a fresh start, new passions. It's interesting. Let's have a look at what that Ace of Wands is about. Starting afresh, starting anew with the Ace of Wands energy. Why is the Ace of Wands the overall outcome? Right, the 5 of Cups is reversed. Well, I certainly feel that you'll find a way to heal this situation. Okay, and this is also about accepting as well. Alright, I certainly feel that if somebody else is involved in the framework here, in these energies, because you've got challenges, somebody doesn't want to expand the relationship. The overall outcome from that, because you've got challenges with expanding the relationship, the Empress energy, having this person work on the relationship, nurture it with you, and it might be the overall outcome from that for some of you Sagittarius and the Ace of Wands. You're just going to paint a new picture now, start all over again. You've decided to have a new beginning here, okay, in which you accept the loss. You accept that there's nothing you can do about the situation. Going forward with that 5 of Cups in the reverse. Showing there. Okay. Judgment energy. Releasing yourself. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is you guys holding on there. The Judgment energy says freedom from this. Because 9 of Wands, some of you guys might say, well, the overall outcome, if this person's not wanting to expand a relationship with me, I think with the Ace of Wands energy, I think I'm just going to start all over again. And I'm going to accept that there's nothing I can do for this relationship here. Everything that I've been holding on to, I'm just going to let it go with the Judgment energy. I'm letting go out of the door. I'm walking out of the door. Judgment means release from past things. Whether it's a past addiction, whether it's a bad relationship, whether it's a fear, it means to be released from that. It means renewal, and it means to resurrect yourself from this energy. So all the hurt and all the tension you might be feeling with the 9 of Wands, you might decide, well, I'm just going to release myself from this. I'm going to resurrect myself from this energy here because it's just not worth it. Especially if somebody's in love with someone else. You might be doing that for some of you guys. I think if the case is with this there isn't somebody else in the picture, and I feel that Sagittarius, if this is a case that you're still having struggles with trying to expand and nurture the relationship with this individual, the overall outcome will be, well, let's just start a new page here with the Ace of Wands. Let's start again. I accept that there's nothing I can do at the moment, and I'm just not going to focus on getting hurt and bogged down with it. Some of you guys might just choose just to accept the situation and accept the person for who they are and just not get too hurt and upset by it. Because I do feel that some of you guys want to move a relationship forward. You're trying to navigate it. You're trying to put everything into place and into place and into order. But somebody, I feel, for some of you Saggies, is not playing ball with you. If it doesn't include another individual in these areas showing here, then I think that, you'll just for December going forward say, you know what, actually, I'm not going to stress myself out about this. I'm really not going to, because this is, judgment is resurrection, resurrecting yourself from this, the Nine of Wands. So you guys have been holding out there for this person to move with you. But some of you guys, if you don't leave the partner, you'll more than likely say, you know what, I'm not going to wait around for this person. I'm going to release myself from this. I'll still be seeing them, but at the end of the day, I'm going to focus on other things anyway. So it's all good all round. Let's have a look at what blessings are being bestowed on you guys for December 2018. Let's have a look. All right, oops, daisy. Let's get these cards into order here. Actually, I should have put these ones over here. All right, so put those here. Okay, Universe Spirit, what is the advice you have for, what are the blessings being bestowed on Sagittarius for the month of December 2018? Oopsie daisy. Okay. What are the, I only want the one card, please. What is the blessings being bestowed on Sagittarius for the month of December 2018? Show me. Let's have a look. A blessing for good work. So you've got a blessing coming for good work. Let's have a look what that is. Let's have a look. And that's number 18. Okay. A blessing for good work. It says, a blessing to bring to you work that offers you opportunity to grow the soul, to create and be fulfilled with those who will allow to develop the talents that lie within you. Each of us longs for work that allows our soul to expand and meet the potential of each day, but we often fall short, feeling our work is mundane and purposeless. Yet we touch people with our words, energy, actions each day, changing lives with the beacon of our smiles and encouragement, even amidst the most extraordinary of places. Let there be good work for you, and know that even if your work seems ordinary, nothing is without its blessing. Okay, so I'm not reading all of it, it's very long to read, but just know, guys, if you've got problems going on within relationships in December, where one of you wants something but the other won't play ball, just focus on your work. Just know that you are blessed in the work that you do, okay? Put your focus on other things and know that whatever it is that you're doing in life, you could have opportunities coming for work, or in the work that you do, you are blessed and you are appreciated. I don't know whether it's because the partner doesn't appreciate you or whether they're in love with somebody else, but somebody, I think, wants to keep things the way they are for one reason or another. Okay, just know that you don't need to fully focus on that. Focus on the work that you do and focus on the thing that brings you the most appreciation at the time. Let's have a quick look and see what the shadow and light advice cards are telling you. Whoopsie daisy. In advice for December 2018. Really like these cards. They look a bit childish, they're fairies on them, but I saw them, they're by Lucy Cavendish. She's amazing. I love her work. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Sagittarius in the month of December 2018? What's the advice that you have for Sagittarius? What is the advice that you have for Sagittarius in one card for the month of December 2018? Show me one card from the top. Okay, let's have a look. Ancient Wisdom is the advice that you have here. What number is that card? Number 31. Let's have a quick look at what number 31 tells us. Let's have a look. So she's called the Lady with a Bosch Egg. Message, Ancient Wisdom. The Lady with the Bosch Egg is one in this lifetime who has been chosen to keep safe and sometimes keep secret deep esoteric knowledge Throughout history's most troubled times, there have always been courageous beings ensuring that sacred knowledge was kept alive. Okay, let's have a look where it is. So the divination message is, it may feel to you that you are receiving wisdom from ancient sources and that some of its energy may feel unfamiliar to you, even dark. It is likely that you are receiving messages from times when people like you, misfits and mystics, were oppressed and punished for their natural gifts. Explore at this time something to do with the Renaissance or medieval times and understand that the knowledge was brought through to you, a very fortunate being living in very fortunate times. Keep it safe, learn all that you can, explore esoteric symbology, the history of magic and spirituality. Know now that while you are safe, you may wish to keep silent about certain practices. Well, I don't know how, straightforward that is for you guys, but I certainly feel that there are other things in life that you could look into. It's almost like the universe is telling you, yeah, you might on a kind of very ground level be dealing with difficult relationships, but work is something that's good for you to experience and to, feel blessed about the work that you do, the opportunities that you have in terms of your working life, but also spiritually as well. Look into ancient relics, look into things from the past, things that can heighten your knowledge spiritually about yourself going forward. It's almost like it's saying with these two cards, look for distractions in your life, guys. Don't be so focused on the relationship. If a relationship isn't giving you everything that you want at the moment, this is probably where this comes in as well with the Ace of Wands energy showing here. Because it could be saying also in the overall outcome that you've got some growth coming here. Spiritual growth. And that spiritual growth is about the Five of Cups. You're not going to get bogged down by the hurt. Five of Cups is feeling disappointment and hurt. But in the reverse, it says, I no longer feel those things. So it might be the overall outcome from this is, if somebody, if you're challenged by somebody, by growth in this relationship, it might be the overall outcome is that with the Ace of Wands, you've got that spiritual growth coming in, where you're no longer bogged down by the hurt, because you are released with the Judgment energy from holding on, from holding out from an individual who's not kind of walking in tandem with you. And you might be doing that by knowing that you're doing good work in the work that you do in life, and also by looking at other things, maybe taking up a hobby. It could be tarot, for example, it could be anything, but it's telling you to look in other places for inspiration and happiness, and not just at the relationship that you have. The final advice card that we have here is the answer is simple. Let's have a look. I've basically broken one of my nails trying to open these cards. Let's have a look. Universe Spirit, finally, what is the final advice that you have for Sagittarius in the month of December 2018? What is the final bit of advice that you have for Sagittarius? It says, take no offence. There you go. And I think that here, if this isn't involving anybody else, don't take any offence. Take no offence. Let's have a look at what that card has to say. It's number 53. Okay, 52, 53. Right, the ego becomes easily rolled and takes quick offence at the behaviours of others, indignantly wondering, how dare they do this to me? The ego also likes to mull over perceived slights and hold grudges against the offending parties for a long period of times. This robs you of peace and perpetuates the false notion that others victimise you. The spirit, in contrast, understands that human beings are emotional and reactionary and do things without realising their impact on others. Therefore, it takes offence at no one, knowing that nothing another does is truly personal. The question the spirit asks instead is, why is this occurring? Why am I attracting this experience? What can I learn from it? Observe how your ego is victimising you. Notice where you're personally affronted by someone else's behaviour, in that what way you are internalising reactions of another's to be a reflection of you. Mostly notice any grudges you hold or any wounds you're nursing. There you go. Can you see the Nine of Wands is all the wounds that you're healing from these wounds. So the Nine of Wands is wounds. And the Judgment energy says, I'm resurrected. It's almost like Jesus that was, nailed to the cross, and how he came up and he was resurrected and he'd healed from his wounds. I'm not saying that you're Jesus, and what I'm trying to give you is an analogy. Basically here, there's a lot of spiritual growth. And that spiritual growth is to say that you're no longer hurting Five of Cups energy. Any hurt that you've incurred with the Nine of Wands, you're going to be healing from it with the Judgment energy. So really this is saying take no offence, because it might be that somebody's not ready. Influence is coming in. The person that you feel doesn't want to kind of move this relationship along, and they're kind of avoiding it in those areas here, might be because they're in love with the work that they do. The Queen of Coins is also a worker card, so she does work that she loves. And this person with the Lover's energy, it might be that they're in love with that. Might not necessarily be to do with anyone else. It might be, if the case is that they're in love with their work and they're not ready to really go down that line of commitment on moving in or marriage or something, take no offence to it, because you're grown, okay? you've just got to accept it, and this is what the focus will be on for the month. The Queen of Cups as well is the focus, the overall focus for the month is the Queen of Cups, acceptance and understanding. So some of you guys will really need to kind of pile into that. If it's to do with somebody else, then fair enough. Maybe you give up on this. But other than that, I just feel that, you know, Queen of Cups is understanding, and the focus will be on understanding where this partner comes from. So yeah, for some of you guys, don't take any offense to it, because sometimes people don't want to do certain things because they've got certain things going on, and it's not always that they don't love you, it's just that they're not in the place where they're ready to make that commitment yet until they can truly give it. Alright, that is your reading, my darlings, for the month of December 2018. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.